Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Viroqua. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we're ready to get you some non-conference girls basketball. And we're going to redo that toss in the air. The ball didn't go straight up like our official was hoping for. So we're going to try it again. That's a little better. This time the ball does wind up in North Crawford's hands. Well, and they'll get first opportunity. We'll take a look here and see if we can start picking up the names and numbers. Rebound coming off here. That goes to number 30 in Kate Quackenbush. Doing a nice job of picking up that rebound. And now a loose ball. It's going to go to be we're going to wind up being a turnover here. Well, we hope you enjoyed tonight's Western Wisconsin video production of this non-conference ball game featuring the host Viroqua Blackhawks and the North Crawford Trojans. They come to town. It's going to be a double dribble, and it'll come back here with Viroqua, and right underneath, coming over here to inbound. This is 20 in Iris Curley. She gets the ball over to Emma Moyleen, and Blackhawks, we'll see what they can do here on their second possession. A little layup attempt by Quackenbush. She's going to be fouled in here by number 24, Antonia, and I hope I'm saying this right, Summer Hauser, I think is how they, could be Hazer too. It's not every day you see three vowels in a row, A-E-U, like, you know, like O, but like Eau Claire, but I'm thinking it could be Hauser, though. I still think it's going to be that. Shot is up and good. Quackenbush picks up a couple, and it's 2-0 Viroqua. Come back down the court here. Let's take a look at the names and numbers. Number 5 here is Allie Chamberlain. Summer Hauser had the ball, 24. Here's a shot. That's good from in the corner here. That was by Allie Chamberlain, number 5. Pass over across the court and off the fingertips of Alana Christensen. Doing the honors with the inbound. That was we've got to get that name figured out here, so hang in there as I look at that one. I'm going to say Torquemada. It's got to be close to that. Here's a shot off the front of the rim. No good. That was Chamberlain. Now another double dribble here. Montemerno with the turnover. Double dribble and cause that turnover. A little bit of the defense coming in on the side. Chamberlain will look to receive the ball here from the inbound. Derkolai gets the ball in. Chamberlain has a little bee buzzing around. That was number 14 in Allie Olsen. And then Quackenbush with the steal, the layup attempt, a little strong. Summer Hauser, she dribbled. Wanted to dribble, but didn't, and she walked. She did a little hesitation on that step, and then she took the second step and then stopped to hand it off, but just couldn't get that momentum to stay in one place. Tell you what, she's a tall young lady that when I can see she's going to be a force to be reckoned with down the road here. She gets used to things. They'll drop the ball off to Summer Hauser. Now back up here to the top and swinging down is Derkolai. Shot up and good for 3. Allie Chamberlain with the 3, and it's a 5-2 lead, North Crawford. Stop, trying to pop that one. It rolls off here to the near side, and a rebound coming away by Crawford. That was Autumn Pistornio. Back up to the top. Bounce pass. Nope, it's going to be a foul here. That might be on Olsen. We'll have to wait and see here, but I thought she might have caught the arm. It was on Allie. First team foul, first one, then, of course, on Olsen. Bounce pass inside, picked off. Nice job on that. Oh, and a great lead pass. The shot a little bit too strong. We're going to get an over the back here. Let's take a look and see who was in there. That was Sam Schneider, who really created some good action there, picking up that ball and a inbound that just never got to any of the Trojans. Good disruption there. Quackenbush comes out for a moment. So we've got number 12 in Reed Brown into the ball game. Far side, we're going to get a travel as trying to make a little spin move. And that was Torquemada with the walk. Here's a shot up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound coming up here by Viroqua. Oh, nice bounce pass underneath there. Got the ball into Christensen, and her layup just a little too strong. Shot up real quick as the Trojans zip down the court here. Now a lob pass back to Christensen. Sure, layup is up and good. Boy, what a lead pass there. Who'd that come from? That might have been 42 and Schneider once again. Trying to get the spin move. Well, the hope is that we'll have a game going on in Westby as well tonight. They are playing Brookwood. And that one, we'll see if that gets on. Dan Grass is going to be there. But he was going to be working kind of late, so it might not be on just yet. Lob pass down low. Christensen, and that's another nice little layup. Boy, I tell you what, quick pass and some pretty good vision there by the Blackhawks. And we're going to get a quick timeout. We'll do the same. we come, and again, the score now 6-5 in favor of Viroqua. Chamberlain getting the ball across. Now, look to hand off. Oh, a double dribble there. She wanted to hand off and not, not able to grab the ball was Torquemada, and she's kind of laughing, and she's like, oh, that was my bad, as she walked right by it. But they'll get it next time. Quackenbush to inbound. She gets it into Moyleen here on the near side. Back out to Quackenbush. Over the far side, picked off. And, a travel call here. Again, a good reaction by Torquemada. But unfortunately, when she went to put the brakes on, she skidded to a stop, thus the call for the travel. Here's Viroqua now with the ball, back out to Moyleen. She goes down inside. Lob pass back to Moyleen, a little bit short on that one. And a rebound coming away by Sommerhauser. Well, joining me, Tom Lohr, now on board here. Welcome back, Tom.
Thanks, Cal. Late to the party.
Did I?
Check.
That was weird. Really quiet.
Yeah, it is quiet.
Well, that's not good. I wonder if it could be the headset. Well, we'll work on that in just a moment here. We'll come back. We'll check it out when we get a timeout here. That is a little strange. Let me turn this one up a little bit here, too, see if that helps a little bit.
How about now?
Well, nothing there yet. Well, that's going to throw me a little bit. That tells me there's maybe a short going on in here. Nobody was short there with Sommerhauser as she picks up the rebound.
Check.
Anything there?
Check.
No? Well, that is strange. And we're all plugged in there. Well, we could just trade headsets, and then you can do the play-by-play. Well, we can try it.
Check.
There we go.
Seems like we got something there.
Yeah. So it might have been, maybe it's this line one that's messed up.
Well, all I could tell you is this button's actually down here. I wonder if that's...
Oh, that was probably it. We had you muted, didn't even realize it.
Well,
now
that's
we're
probably
good.
the way you want it. Apologize for being late.
Well, no sweat.
On the road here a little bit. So.
Yeah. Well, at least you had some good roads this time around.
Right, exactly. It's kind of nice to be in fall weather again.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to be out in that Buffalo, New York area. My goodness.
No kidding. Wow.
When I heard that they got over 6 feet of snow, I'm like, I would not want to live there.
I really wanted them to see if they could play that football game. It would have been fun to watch.
That would have been nuts.
So kind of a barn burner here, Ken.
Well, yes, it's been a really good ball game. The Blackhawks fell behind early. They took the lead 2-0, but then they fell behind 6-2, and now they've just been battling back here. Getting some good
nice
looks.
shots by Moyleen there.
Yep. Oh, we're going to get a travel call first. Okay. Well, Tom, it's the 9-minute mark here. You want to jump
you're
in?
Gonna throw me right into the fire.
If you want.
Yeah, why not? Ball gets thrown up here to. That is Olsen, right?
Yes.
Allie. Back to Allie Olsen. She puts a nice shot up. It's she scraps a rebound
She
out
does.
of it. They're definitely letting them play. Emma Moyleen ends up getting a kind of a scrum there's Christensen. I got to get Alana. I had them all down here last week. Let's see. So the ball gets brought up here by number 34. How do you pronounce that name?
Which one? 34?
Yeah. Alice? Yeah. Fanikowitz? Alicia.
I'll bet it's Alicia.
That's Alicia.
Yeah.
Fanikowitz.
And I think they've got a few foreign exchange students here.
Okay.
Well,
so a nice drive down the center of the court.
Yeah. Quackenbush.
That's, Kate Quackenbush. So she's going to score. Viroqua Blackhawks go up by a score of 8-5. So Allie Olson gets called for the block with aggressive defense on the drive from number 5, Allie Chamberlain. So try to inbound to Chamberlain, bring it back out to Ambrose. Ambrose shoots. Allie Olson with a nice rebound. Boy, she's playing aggressive basketball.
She is.
Today. She ends up rebounding it and then tossing it quick before she gets called on the travel to Kate Quackenbush, who pushes the ball up to Alana Christensen, who has the ball hit her hands but just couldn't get that ball caught. So ends up going out of bounds back to Cashton. So Chamberlain inbounds to Ambrose, who gives it back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain drives down the right side and then puts up a three-point shot, well defended by Klum, who then gets... She pumps the ball up to Schneider, who almost kind of gave up on the rebound and got the ball back in. Nobody realized it came back in. Fast-paced basketball. They're way ahead of me here, Ken.
They are really running
Iris
up and
Curley
down.
comes in for Reed Brown for Viroqua. Viroqua definitely a higher paced, quicker paced offense than last year on this JV squad. They're moving the ball up and down the court, and Cashton kind of likes to play that kind of ball as well.
North Crawford.
North Crawford.
Yeah, they look like Cashton.
Yes.
They got the same colors.
That's why I looked at that. I was like, those aren't Cashton names. Yeah.
I think Cashton and Viroqua will play eventually here this year.
So Christensen has a nice drive, tries to shoot off the block. And then Emma Moyleen ends up kind of stealing the ball back, and North Crawford has improved as well over a year ago.
Well, they only had, I was talking with Coach Terry Cena here earlier before the ball game started, and he was telling me that they only had 8 or 9 kids last year.
Yes.
So now they've got 20.
Yeah, it's a full roster here, which is nice to have. And it looks like they got a lot of kids out. I mean, a lot of sophomore, senior kids. And Moyleen pumps the ball over to Christensen on the right wing. Christensen kind of dribbles around the top of the key, ends up throwing back to Schneider, who gets called on the travel, trying to put the ball down into Iris Curley.
Yeah, just a little too quick on that step as she was trying to release the ball.
Game all knotted up here at 8. So I think North Crawford got away with a travel on that one, but comes back to Presterian. I don't know. Those are some tough names.
Oh, I tell you, they got some good ones.
Gets it down to Schneider, who kind of has a left-hand layup with the right hand. Rebounded by North Crawford. Gets called on the travel, trying to get back the other way, and ends up coming back to Viroqua here. Quackenbush is going to inbound on the baseline. She's going to look for Moyleen. She ends up putting it to Christensen, who gets the ball up on the backboard and shoots, and I believe that's going to be number 52, Autumn Pastorino.
Postorino or something like that is how I said it.
Postorino, there you go.
I was like,
sorry.
That's got to be a little Italian there, I think. I don't know.
So the first free throw from Christensen is unsuccessful. All knotted up at 8. 6:55 left to go in the first period. She takes her time and ends up not getting that free throw to fall, but past Torino ends up getting the rebound, but ends up fumbling the ball out of bounds. Back to Viroqua we go. In comes Maisie Montemurno. Did she shoot that, Ken?
You know, I was looking at
Maisie
down low. I didn't see.
Maisie thinks about putting that ball up, comes back to Schneider, into Quackenbush on the post, out to Montemurno. She puts the ball up, and Curley ends up bringing a nice effort trying to get that ball out of bounds, but ends up going back to Chamberlain.
Offensive foul on that one.
Offensive foul. Huh.
Using that elbow, a little forearm shiver to push him off.
So it turns into a defensive game here ever since I walked in the door. Montemurno tries to drive into that right corner, brings back to Quackenbush on the wing. She drives in the middle, back to Montemurno, and she puts it back up on the rim. And one thing is about Maisie, she likes to get that ball up. Mylene has a nice drive and a bounce pass to Curley, and that's the way it's supposed to work.
Beautiful little play, yep.
Nice bounce pass into Iris Curley, and she puts the ball up and in. Kind of gathered it nice and put the ball up and got that ball to fall. So Viroqua up 10-8. Moyleen, aggressive defense. Ends up kind of working Chamberlain. Chamberlain's looking for a call there. They're going to end up putting on a full press. Well, I guess they're just going to press Moyleen here.
Tell you what,
Chamberlain's aggressive.
Chamberlain she's a very good player out there right now for North Crawford.
Moyleen gets the ball from Montemurno, goes to Quackenbush to Montemurno. She puts the ball up. She gets it back to Maisie. Maisie brings it down on the post to Quackenbush. Slowly works the post back to Moyleen. Oh. That's going to be a jump ball in favor of North Crawford.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a tough one there.
Well, it really hurts the flow of the game. There's no doubt about it.
Red ball.
So must have had an early timeout, but they've been keeping this game going ever since.
They really have.
Called a timeout. They could use a breather.
No kidding.
So we got Celine Mercer came in on that, and Reed Brown in for Iris Curley, and I think, which Schneider is that? Sam Schneider.
Sam, yep.
Not sure who came in for North Crawford. Chamberlain working around the top of the key over the right wing and ends up putting the ball up, gets rebounded by Reed Brown. Emma ends up getting that ball passed to her by Brown into Quackenbush. She pushes it up the court to Kate Quackenbush, who gathers the ball and puts it up for a nice layup.
She did a real nice job of keeping control of that ball, Tom. I didn't think she was going to be able to do that with the way she was going in.
They must have worked on that since last week's game against Royal. They look much more composed, I guess I would call it. So Ralph Hendrickson, our ref, is going to call a jump ball in favor of Viroqua. So 12-8 your score here with 4:38 left in the first half. Kate Quackenbush dribbles that down, throws to Mercer on the wing, over to Moyleen, over to Montemurno, who ends up traveling. I think she knew what she wanted to do. Her body just didn't listen.
Yep. Forgot where that pivot foot was. That'll happen.
They're going to give Emma Moyleen a break, and in comes Alana Christensen for her. She's going to guard Chamberlain. Chamberlain likes to drive on that right wing and put that three-point shot up. She's over here to number 22. Idoia Torquemada. I think that's how you say that.
That's kind of what I was saying, Torquemada, yep.
Over to Mercer, over to Christensen, kind of ill-advised pass into Christensen there. Gets stolen by North Crawford. And then I believe that was Christensen and Chamberlain tried to rob that ball from each other and ends up jump ball back to North Crawford.
That was Fankwitz, I believe, who was 34 for the, she just did the inbound.
Okay.
That was creating some problems in there, too.
Chamberlain drives the right wing again, puts the three-point shot up, unsuccessful. Rebound to Reed Brown. Reed actually was dribbling that ball up the court, and Chamberlain she's got her third foul on her here already in the first half. I wonder if she's going to end up playing in the varsity again. Maybe this is her only half.
Well, they do have her up on the varsity too, so you're probably right.
Christensen with a nice drive, just couldn't get that ball to fall. She ends up that Sam Schneider gets the rebound, puts it back out to Alana.
Oh.
Alana puts it, kind of tries to force the ball down into Quackenbush, which Christensen really trying to make Chamberlain dribble left on that. So who's that? That is number 24.
That was the Summerhauser, yeah.
So she's a senior as well.
And and you notice the seniors that they have on the JV. That's why I think most of them are probably foreign exchange students.
Oh, okay.
Usually they come in as a senior status.
Sure.
Usually.
I see.
There'll always be an exception or two there, but.
So Kate Quackenbush kind of gets underneath Summerhauser on that, gets the ball up in over the back on the part of Summerhauser. Kate Quackenbush is going to try 2 fouls here. They're in the bonus. First one from the charity stripe doesn't fall.
She had a couple last time that she was there.
She's got to take her time a little bit, I think, and gather herself. I cursed her. Maybe it's me, Ken. Summerhauser with the rebound, and she gets that back over to Fankowitz, who goes over. That was Torquemada, ends up getting that ball, but gets called for a travel. Quackenbush into Christensen. Christensen brings up the center of the court, dribbles down the right wing, keeps her dribble alive. Nice little bounce pass into Quackenbush, who gathers herself up and takes her time and gets that ball to fall. 14-8 in favor of Viroqua.
She's got to have a half a dozen points right now, I would think.
Yeah, they're definitely working the post. Christensen with good point, quick hands, good defense. And Fankowitz is going to end up getting another travel called on her.
You know, Tom, you mentioned from one week to another to this week, you watch Quackenbush as she comes down the court. She looks much more composed than last week. And not that she was frazzled or nothing like that, but she just seems like she's, ready to play that much more than maybe last week. And a lot of the kids are that way.
Right, and being freshmen coming in, I imagine they were just just excited about their first freshman action. And it's a lot more pressure. So nice pass by Christensen into Quackenbush, who tries drawing the foul there, but ends up putting it out of bounds. And it's going to go out of bounds on the baseline in favor of North Crawford. And they put it back to Chamberlain. She dribbles up the center of the court. And Schneider ends up getting that ball, just challenged on the way down, puts it into Mercer on the post, who ends up losing the ball. Chamberlain with a fast break opportunity. But Schneider had a nice, kind of batted the ball back from the backside there. Christensen gives it over to Quackenbush on the right wing, who dribbles, surveys the court, brings it into the center, tries to enter the ball here on the right-hand side. Christensen drives, puts it back out to Celine Mercer, who puts the ball up. Comes off. Curley had a nice effort trying to get that rebound. Ended up going out of bounds in the far corner.
She even tried to bounce it off the front leg of Torquemada, but she had already stepped out of bounds. But that's good insight. She's getting it.
Right. So Christensen's going to end up trying to work that ball. Comes back out here to Viroqua, who ends up losing the ball to Celine Mercer, who drove the ball up and ended up getting the ball stolen back by North Crawford. Chamberlain shoots a three-point and makes it fall, 14-11. Over to Curley, who puts the ball over to Mercer, who ends up stealing it. Curley gets it to Quackenbush. She tries to bring the ball down on the left-hand side. Viroqua's got to settle down here a little bit. Schneider ends up driving the ball with a nice layup attempt. And Christensen gets that pass to her and can't get that shot to fall. North Crawford coming down here. Chamberlain, they leave her open again on the three, out on the wing. She puts it up, no good. Rebound back to Torquemada, who got the ball over to Viroqua, and she shot the ball, fell short, and that's going to be your half, folks. Viroqua 14, North Crawford 11. And I apologize, I was late, but it seems like I just got here.
And they scored a few more points, so that's good. We're going to take a little break ourselves. As you can see, 4:55 on the clock. That means we'll be back in about 5 minutes. back as we get set for second half action. 14-11 your score on the JV side. The varsity to follow about 20 minutes after the completion of this JV ball game.
So is this right, Ken? Ray Strong is there? Oh, he's the JV coach.
JV coach,
okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking they had one. That was a big undertaking, I thought.
Yeah. Jackie Pettit, the varsity coach, and then of course Ray will be on the bench helping out there. Blackhawks out in front by 3 here, and they put the 16 minutes on the board for this second half. Viroqua, bounce pass, stolen right away here. Coming off the steal. Viroqua hits the bucket, and it's 14-13. Back down to Schneider. Viroqua looking to go from near side to far side. Back up to Moyleen. Moyleen takes a look, dribbles it off the foot of the defender, and there's Viroqua once again, and this time, what do we have? A foul here on number 12 in Reed Brown. So, Viroqua, and I hope I'm saying this right, she's the one who will inbound, gets it up here to Anna Chamberlain. Oh, there's a little walk. That's the Turkamada. That is the second time that she's made a mistake, and then she puts her hand right to her mouth and starts laughing. It's like, oh, that's not right.
Can't run with the ball.
Maybe rugby, but not here, huh? Here's a shot up. Oh, bank shot, no good by Moyleen. Schneider with the long rebound, back to Moyleen. Moyleen on the drive, stops. Oh, a block right there. Boy, that was a good block from Liv Chamberlain. I hope I'm saying her name right, but answering back.
Allie Olson.
Boy, nice looking shot there.
Yeah.
17-13 now as she picked up a 3. Coming across court is Anna Chamberlain. Shot is up, no. So the Chamberlain girls, Allie and Anna, they're switching halves is what they're doing. That way they'll play the full contingent of that varsity game coming up here at about somewhere around 7:10. Trying to get around the corner, but traveled
Moyleen
first.
gonna got called on that travel.
She kind of leaned in and took that step before the ball got down. Well, a lot of action coming up next week here, Tom, is you're going to be here on Tuesday night. I'll be in, I think right now I'm going to be in Brookwood helping out their ball game. And
now, isn't Viroqua playing Brookwood next
on Tuesday?
On Tuesday.
Yeah, Brookwood plays Cooley Christian on Monday night.
Oh.
Then turns around and comes here.
Oh, really? Wow, they stack them right up to start the year, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, those 2 young coaches they got now.
Right.
Well, I'm friends with one of them, so I can tease them a little bit. That's
Well, sometimes that's just what it takes to get tuned up, too,
right.
And
Yes,
get ready for conference play.
I agree.
Play some competitive ball.
And I'm probably going to be. I'm trying to think. Nice looking shot there on the turnaround.
Nice pass into the post by Allie Olson. She's really having a good game.
That was Curley with the bucket on a nice turn. Hey, I think I'm in Westby. I think on Tuesday night. Chance to watch the grandson play.
Absolutely.
So we'll be doing
to take
that
every one of those opportunities you can. That's kind of why you brought in the JV on the announcement side.
Well, I'm just thankful to have people like you, Dan Grass, and Dave Gluck, you guys, they're willing to help out.
It's fun.
Well, and that's when I started doing this. That's exactly what I felt. It was just fun to do and give folks a chance to see their kids play on TV.
Right.
Grandparents as well.
It's a great opportunity. I know to this day, every once in a while, I'll catch catch one of Zach's football games or basketball games on, and it's like, yeah, it's just nice to remember.
Yeah.
Watch Vanessa play basketball from a couple of years ago.
Sure.
Or, you know, even last year. Even though they had a tougher year, it's good to watch them.
Yep. Montemurno couldn't catch up to that ball as it got away from her, so a turnover back here to the Trojans of North Crawford. Here's a long three. Boy, it almost went in. That was number 12 in their Colai. And now we're going to get a jump ball here. Reaching in was Liv Chamberlain.
Yeah, some speedy, aggressive defense on the part of both teams. They've whipped right into season shape here. Pretty,
I think so.
Pretty well. Just still a few fundamentals they've got to work on.
So stepping off on the back foot, Montemurno didn't realize she was that close to the sideline here. So the Trojans get the ball back, trailing by 6 with 12:25 to go in this ball game. Spin move, Chamberlain goes over to Summerhauser, her shot short, and a rebound coming away here to Curley. Long pass down court, can they save it? And it's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, Viroqua definitely a more aggressive open offense than they had done in the past. So
Mercer,
Emma Moyleen really likes to push that ball up.
She does, though. You're right. Mercer with a good attempt trying to save that, but wound up bouncing it just off the sideline on that back line.
Like we talked about last week, just trying to learn how to play with a lead, and I think Viroqua just staying very aggressive, which is good, but sometimes you want to salt the time away a little bit.
Oh, correct. Montemurno lost the handle. She was trying to go with a 1-on-3 fast break, and the Trojans were right beside her, and somebody's just got a fingertip on the ball. Just swatted away, but here's Moyleen with the shot. That's short. Schneider looking for the rebound, and coming in was 20 and Liv Chamberlain, and the tie-up favors North Crawford.
Well, halfway through the second game, I want to give, I think Coach Rozeski and Coach Sina kudos. Their rebounding is just so much better here than it was a year ago.
Nice bounce pass, but right into the hands of Moyleen. She slows down. Oh, good pass. Trying to get it to the lead runner in Mercer, but, that's a tough pass because it somehow it's got to come up into her hands, and it was just a little low. Great idea, though. You got to love that.
Yes.
That shot short. Mercer picks up the rebound to Moyleen. Back up to the top. It goes with Schneider, who goes down the far sideline. Baseline, the shot is up. No good by Curley.
Nice attempt by Curley. She just got to slow that shot down just a hair and get it up over a little higher over the rim.
Right. Pastorino with that rebound, but good ball movement by Viroqua.
Yes.
They're definitely playing team ball. Here's Curley with the rebound. To Schneider, off from Moyleen. Back up to Moyleen. And they'll come over here to Montemurno with a bounce pass to Schneider. Down in that far corner, she spins back out. Mercer with the bank shot, no good. Put back up and good by Curley. Right place, right time.
Yep, nice job.
Iris knew what to do with that one, and that's just a little bit more of that playing time.
Right.
Sometimes some of the younger kids would put that ball on the floor instead of going right back up again.
Yep.
That shot is short, and Viroqua
definitely working on getting Dercoli involved in this game.
Yeah.
She's a lot more active in this second half.
Very aggressive. 10:21 to go. 21-13 score. Bring the ball in.
So Torquemada is going to head to the bench. I'm not sure who came in for North Crawford.
Okay. Shot is up. No good. The rebound attempt picked up. Going to go back to Crawford here, and now a reach in from behind. That was Montemurno picking up the foul. That's her first, I believe.
Probably a wise foul. Looked like a fast break opportunity on the part of North Crawford, and she kind of slowed everything down, let Viroqua reset defense.
Only the second team foul.
That maybe not such a wise foul.
We're going to take that one back, right?
It's going to be her second, right off the bat.
Yep. She'll come out. Moyleen comes in. Chance to reestablish some things here. Well, I tell you what, backing right down into there, that was DeColai.
Now that Allie Olson's fast. Her dad was a wrestler, so he must have, she's scrappy.
Taught that fast twitch muscle. Get after
exactly.
things, right? Well, you got to love the attitude of getting after stuff. And,
yes.
You're not going to be successful if you're passive.
Exactly.
You got to get out there and make something happen. And
quick hands. And
yep. And be wise about it.
Right.
Back up to the top here. After this shot here, we'll turn the mic over to Tom. And there you go, Tom.
All right. Moyleen pushes it up to Mercer, who ends up getting one of those gathered in and gets it in for the layup. Viroqua up by 10, 23-13.
Nice little move.
Chamberlain brings the ball up the center of the court for North Crawford, over to the right wing to Dercoli. She turns her back to Mercer and tries to dribble that ball, kind of back her way into the lane, passes it around. She puts the ball up, ends up. Chamberlain looking like she was trying to go down and get that rebound and throw it back up to one of her players, but it's called for a jump ball. Good hustle on the part of Mercer, who again from a year ago was much more timid. She's playing a lot more aggressive basketball, so doing a nice job.
Well, quick timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. We'll come right back after this. We got a moment. They're going to go a full timeout there for Viroqua.
back to Viroqua. Can you hear me, Ken? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You bet.
Okay. All right. So Viroqua going to bring this ball out of bounds after the timeout. Iris Curley is going to throw it into Moyleen the way it looks. Looks like North Crawford's going to stay in a half-court defensive position. Moyleen over to Olsen, who dribbles the ball around into the middle of the lane, passes back to Curley, back to Emma. She puts the ball up, ends up coming off this side of the backboard. It's going to be a travel on Reed Brown off that scrum play.
She was aggressive to get that ball, though.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, she was after it. So I think that's a great theme, for Viroqua basketball at this point. They definitely are playing more aggressive and trying to work at it. Allie Olsen with good defense gets right in the middle of it and she ends up tapping it off out of bounds back into North Crawford. Chamberlain's gonna bring this ball off the far sideline, pass it in to Torquemada, the way it looks. Torquemada dribbles the center of the court, looks over to her right to Chamberlain. Chamberlain on the right wing brings it down into Pastorino, who shoots the ball, and then Allie Olsen's going to get called on the play for the rebound. Number 10, Alicia Brassington, might have turned her ankle a little bit, but she said she's fine. She's going to keep at it. She's tough.
Yep, got a couple. You can tell by the look in her eyes that hurt just for a second there.
Yep.
Olsen, I was kind of chuckling because she turned and looked at the coach and staff and like, I didn't think I touched her, but again, she's just being a good aggressive.
Pastorino shoots, kind of airballs it, gets rebounded here by Brassington, who ends up putting it out to Torquemada, I think it was, and she. So is that Sam Schneider with the shot, comes back in, gets her own rebound, passes it out to Curley, and she puts it up and in.
Had to coax that ball to drop in for that one.
Torquemada takes this ball on the left side of the court and dribbles it to the middle, back over to Brassington. Brassington tries to get it over here to Chamberlain. Anna Chamberlain fighting for the ball, well defended by Schneider. Reed Brown, or no, that's Emma Moyleen on Torquemada. Iris Curley goes over on Pastorino. And a 3-second call on 10. Is that Brassington?
I think so. You're right. Yes.
Was she in the top of the key there?
Well, I think do you have to have both feet out though?
I don't. Well, maybe she was.
Because I think her left foot was in the lane.
Brassington ends up coming out, and I believe, who was that came in here? Frank Fankowitz. Allie Olsen gets kind of a scrum for the possession of the ball. Back over to Moyleen, over to Schneider. Puts it back to Moyleen, who drives, gets the ball. Nice shot. Schneider gets the rebound over to Olsen. Olsen shoots the ball and gets her own rebound. Reed Brown throws it to Moyleen. Moyleen back up and in. Curley gets the rebound and instantly puts it up and tries to get the ball up over the rim and can't get the shot to fall.
Well, in that time, Curley, though she had the right idea, she really didn't get squared up with the bucket.
Right. So well defended by Reed Brown. They were trying to post up Liv Chamberlain down here, which why wouldn't you? She's nice big body, but nice job on the part of Reed Brown defending her. Pushes that ball out of bounds. Fankowitz puts the ball into Sommerhauser, who it kind of bounced right through her legs. Allie Olsen gets the ball on the right wing and shoots, but misses. Rebound to North Crawford. I think that was Liv Chamberlain got that rebound. Anna Chamberlain out here on top. Over to Fankowitz. Fankowitz ends up trying to get away with the Euro step, but it's going to be called travel.
Well, that's the second time we've seen the Euro step not work here.
Montemurno comes in for Sam Schneider. And it looks like, let's see, Celine Mercer came in for Iris Curley. Iris Curley had some real positive minutes there in that beginning of the second half. Allie Olson passes over Fankowitz, over to Moyleen, who puts it back over to Olson, who shoots, misses, rebound to Fankowitz. She puts it back over to Chamberlain, who brings the ball up. Chamberlain tries pushing that ball down to Liv Chamberlain. Back out to Anna. Anna shoots the three. Gets a nice shot up by there. Sommerhauser gets that rebound off the miss, and in it goes. So Viroqua still up by 10, 25-15. Olson hurries that three-point shot. Brown gets the rebound over to Montemurno, and Fankowitz going to get called here with a reach, I believe. In on Montemurno. Reed Brown's going to throw the ball in on this near sideline. Iris Curley comes in for Allie Olson. Reed puts it back the other side of the court to Emma Moyleen. Brings it back down to Reed Brown. Skip pass to Celine Mercer. Back to Moyleen. Over to Mercer. Mercer tries to force the ball into Reed Brown. She ends up getting the ball put back in her face. Back to Moyleen. Over to Mercer. Mercer to Montemurno. Montemurno tries to force a shot up and over Fankowitz there. Torquemada ends up getting the rebound. Gives it back to Chamberlain. Torquemada gets the ball on the left wing. And she ends up getting it stolen by Maisie Montemurno. Celine Mercer dribbles the ball down back to Montemurno, who shoots, and she misses that shot. Off the hand to Chamberlain, over to Fankowitz, who tries to kind of jump stop and tries to get the ball into someone in the middle there. Viroqua playing a little faster pace here than what they really need to with a 10-point lead. 3 minutes to go. A little over 3 minutes. Close to 4. Torquemada gets the ball, dribbles in here on the left wing. Montemurno. It's hard to keep track. What's going on?
Sommerhauser picks up the steal, but then she took that extra step and she just handed it off to the Viroqua player right beside her. Is like, here you go, go ahead.
Take it.
I can't have it.
Timeout on part of Viroqua, I believe.
And it's a full timeout. Let's do the same.
I'm not sure.
I bet you're right. Well, we're coming back here with 3:35 to go. We're talking football and basketball and all kinds of things here during that timeout. Now that we're caught up, we'll go back to Tom.
All right, Iris Curley bringing the ball out of bounds here on the far sideline. Over to Moyleen. Moyleen tries to put that ball down into Olson on the left corner. Coach Rozeski just talking to her, saying, "Hey, that's just what we talked about. Let's make them come out and defend you. Don't have to pass it."
That's right.
So Allie really attacks the North Crawford defense, who came away from the rim a little bit. Give an opening to Sam Schneider, who instantly tried to lay up and gets fouled. So the foul by Brassington pays off. Sam Schneider ends up missing her first free throw. Schneider good on the second. So Sommerhauser's going to give the ball, puts it into pass to Reno, who gets the ball across half court, and then back to Dercoli, who gives it back to Torquemada. Torquemada back to Dercoli. Dribbles it in the center of the court over to the right. Got the right upper, front back court part. Dercoli puts that ball up in the air. It does brush the backboard, and she ends up giving it to Moyleen, who pumps the ball up the court yet. Allie Olson ends up reaching in there on the Pastorino rebound, and ends up getting that jump ball back to Viroqua. Iris Curley going to put the ball in on the baseline. We've got Mercer, Olson, Moyleen, Schneider, and Curley. Pastorino ends up infringing on the baseline out of bounds on that inbounds play. So referee Hendrickson's going to get him straightened out and reset. And here we go. Iris Curley ends up tossing it over the top, out of the reach of Moyleen. Out of bounds, ends up going back to North Crawford on this, should be on this far side, on this near sideline, right? Well, maybe not, because it never was in bounds.
Oh, right.
That's why they. Dercoli gets the ball over center court, out here at the top of the key, kind of backs, gets her back to her and dribbles in, over here to Pastorino, over to Dercoli, who kind of does the same thing, kind of backing her way in off the top of the key. Over to Torquemada, looking for an opening. Ends up dribbling right into the arms of Allie Olson, who takes it all the way down. It ends up going off of Torquemada, out of bounds. It'll be Viroqua with an inbounds play again. They're going to set up the same thing, hopefully with more success this time. Yes, nice inbound play. Allie Olson makes a nice cut to the basket. Well recognized by Curley, and she gets the rebound. 28-15 your score. Just over 2 minutes left. Brassington still looking around here for an opening. Viroqua playing pretty tight man defense here. Sam Schneider does fight with Pastorino for a rebound, and ends up putting her foot out of bounds. And here Pastorino's going to inbound it for North Crawford. North Crawford trying to get an opening. Good defense. Ends up a 5-second call on North Crawford. Nice job for Viroqua.
Well, they really did a great job there. You said they put a body on everybody, and there was just no place to go with this. So who we've got coming in here? Who is this? This is 55.
Johanna Hernandez must be an exchange student or a new player. I'm not sure.
Freshman on the program.
Sam Schneider. Possibly just a new player going out for Viroqua basketball.
So I don't remember seeing her name.
No, she wasn't last week.
I didn't think so.
Still trying to get Brenna to go out.
Keep talking, right?
Yeah. Well, it's probably getting too late for that. We've got another new Viroqua player. Who's Jersey Kress, number 24. I haven't seen that name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Emma gets the ball and drives the basket. Nice layup. 30-15 your score. Brassington from North Crawford is going to bring the ball up in the center of the court. Gets it over the half-court line and gives it over to Dercoli, who puts it back to Torquemada, who shoots, misses, rebound to Viroqua. Emma Moyleen with a nice drive. And Sam Schneider ends up fighting Sommerhauser for that ball. Viroqua's pretty scrappy.
Yeah, Moyleen showed some good dribbling skills there, both right and left-handed, as she weaved her way through.
Yeah. still needs to learn it. We just got to slow this down.
Yep.
But I guess you go with what works, right?
There you go.
So that's Chamberlain.
Oh.
Chamberlain with the center court drive and a runner for the quick score, 30-17 in favor of Viroqua. Moyleen passing the ball over to Hernandez, who just couldn't. It was an aggressive pass, couldn't quite catch it. Summerhauser gets the pass into her and goes to Kress. Kress gets the rebound and passes to Moyleen. Almost gets stolen by North Crawford. Moyleen puts it into Curley, who Curley instantly drives the lane on that and gets fouled by Torquemada.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Curley, with no other option, probably puts it over to Schneider. Curley trying to drive the ball. It's going to end up getting called for the travel.
Yeah, you can't skid on the knees. That's kind of what happened.
She tried to recover.
Yep.
Torquemada dribbles to center court, takes a look, passes to Dercoli, who shoots and misses. Chamberlain ends up harassing Moyleen for that inbound play. Moyleen's going to put it back up. And I think that's going to be the game.
It is.
So, JV action. Viroqua ends up with their second victory of the year, 30-17 over North Crawford.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Viroqua JV basketball. 30-17 the score, as Tom mentioned. We'll come back in just a few moments, in about 20 to 25 minutes here, and we'll have the start of game number 2, which is, of course, the varsity. Should be a lot of fun. For Tom Lohr, I'm Ken Manning saying we'll see you back here in about 20.